Alright, hello everyone, my name is Morgan Dunn, and this is the NACAL. Tonight's matchup is between Machine Soldiers MSE... I was about to say MSE Esports, that's not how it is, it's Machine Soldiers Esports, MSE, versus Phire Gaming. And with that right off the bat, I want to give a big shout out to my guys over at Machine Soldiers. I am affiliated. They're helping me out by letting me get this stream. So if you want to get a little more info on the team, on the org, make sure to go follow them over at Machine Soldiers on Twitter. I got the updated banners. It is accurate this time. No more random Twitter down there in the bottom right. It is the real deal action. Alright, how is everyone doing? That's the first thing you always gotta ask. How are my people in the chat doing here today? As I go over just to check up on how the team's doing, I'll join up on Pickin', see what he's got going on. I am glad that the music and everything is coming through loud and clear. I was having some issues that beforehand with Streamlabs just deciding, you know what? How about you don't get to listen to your own music anymore? You just gotta throw it out there and trust that the audio mixer is correct and you aren't just deaf to all the people. With that, I hope you can hear my voice okay. It's crazy how just a couple days off suddenly make everything seem completely new, and it's like I forget how to do things, but we're back and we're rolling. You'll see today I do in fact, Pickin's just hanging out in a lobby by his own. I do in fact have the windows open, blasting the voice out into the atmosphere. You know, it's a nice day. Spring has arrived. It has sprung, as some may say. And I just want to let the wind get flowing a little bit. If it gets a little loud, the birds start chirping a bit too much, we'll calm things down. But for now, it's good to get your sun in. Get the fresh air. Gotta take care of yourself. How is everyone doing? Red Hand, Leighton, I see both of you hanging out in my chat, as well as Grimmy here right off the bat. Good to see you as well. Alright guys, give me the breakdown for your squad. Who do I gotta keep my eyes on for MSC today? Who was feeling hot in practice recently? Like, is anyone going to be coming out cracked today? Anyone just on fire? How many different terms for playing good Call of Duty can we make? For the moment, we are just waiting on everyone to join in. I'm hanging with Pickin' and Ruins. Two of the MSC bros are here to hang out. And I still got to get myself used. 30-second delay. It's a slightly longer amount of time until I get the interaction factor with you guys. It'll take a little getting used to. Give it a couple streams. We'll get there. Oh, I heard someone else join. Who's new? Oh, it's no one new. It is in fact Ruin saying goodbye. All right, Leighton saying Streaks has been in good form. Well, I'll certainly say he's been in good form in the social medias, dropping the follow over at Morgan_Dunn_21 on Twitter. I noticed him earlier today, and apparently you all have been noticing him in practice, so I'll have to keep the eyes on him so everyone in chat can notice what type of player Streaks is going to be today. How has the weather been across the pond, Red Hand and Leighton? Are you guys getting some nice sunshine coming through, or is it the usual gloomy, overcast days, getting a little bit of the rain coming down? I say the usual, never actually been over there, but you know how stereotypes work. They just kind of worm your way into everyday interactions, even when I have no personal experience, so you might have to set me straight. If it's beautiful sun shining every day over there, you gotta let me know. Red Hand, that's a tough one. I'm a big sucker for the anchor position, for the AR. You know, if you've ever seen me cast the highlights of people like Beeser over at Void Clan, you know I can be a big fanboy for those M4 highlights of just left, right, popping heads with the laser beam. Leighton, I'm going to say it's probably only too hot, really hot, because people over in Europe, you haven't come across to the wonders of air conditioning like we got over here. It can be like 85 Fahrenheit out. No idea what that is in those Celsius weird terms that we're not even going to discuss because this is an NA stream right now. But it can just be like in the 85s, maybe a little bit humid, and you're all dying because you don't got the beautiful AC blowing down from every direction in the house. Josh, how are you doing as well? Good to see you, my man. There's the rest of MSC. Generation? Oh, I know, that's Phire is in. I gotta read these gamer tags sometime. I was about to be like, who's this Generation bro? I haven't heard about him. But no, we got 3 and 3 of both teams. Actually, Phire rolling up like a squad right now, one after another. That's the type of team organization coordination that I like to see. Nine Banks, how are you doing as well? Leighton, are you saying it's more humid over there? Because have you been to the Gulf of Mexico type of south over here? It's like you're swimming. I don't want you saying that it is more humid until you drop down into southern Louisiana, down into Bayou, and then you can talk about it. Twofers! I'm glad to hear it. You're one of the guys helping me trying to figure out a lot of this stuff. Speaking of figuring stuff out, make sure you tell me in the chat if anything looks wrong. I think we figured out most of the FPS issues, but you never know how it might come through. Codcaster, as we have all decided, is a fickle mistress at the best of times. Is that saying still allowed? Oh no. What am I doing? I'm setting up which side the teams are on. Phire Gaming is going to be on Coalition, and MSC is going to be hanging out on Allegiance side. Nine Banks, I'm doing well. You like the Machine Soldiers layout? Well, that gives me a beautiful segue, my man, to again say, this stream right here with Machine Soldiers playing, I am affiliated with them. They are helping me out. So how about you help them out by dropping a follow at one of the corresponding social medias rocking down below. Kamaka, I'm glad to see you hanging out, my guy. Have you seen? I think you came into one of my streams since I got the PC. But still, we're rocking and rolling over here, working on new stuff. We got 11 players. It looks like everyone is on the correct side. And I think the match is about to begin. I gotta check one more time. I just checked that the teams were in the right places, but you know how it is. You forget in that one moment, it's just immediately, did I save my game? What time was it? I just checked my phone. It's one of those coming through. Oh, Josh, I'll have to check that out in just a second. But guys, we are going to be loading into map number 1 right here, right now. It is going to be Hardpoint on Gunrunner. Hello, everyone. My name is Morgan Dunn, and this is the NACAL. Tonight's matchup is between MSC Machine Soldiers Esports and Phire Gaming. We will have to see if any of their players are on fire today as we load into Gunrunner right off the bat. I was told by the 2 coaches of this MSC squad that I got to keep eyes onto streaks. He has been the guy that's been hot lately. So I'll try and find him as soon as the scoreboard comes up. Get on his number and memorize it to see how he plays. He's on this 0 key and he's going to be coming right up the middle. It is MSC for the better spawn on hill number 1. But Phire gets the better side for hill number 2. Right off the bat, Timmy and Ruins open up with 2 kills. And they're just going to be busting through. Try to flip the spawns right off the start. That is how you play here on Gunrunner. And he is shut down. Light Skin God gets 1. And actually, I haven't done this Phire Gaming squad before. I'm going to have to do a rapid roster rundown as I drop a little bit of nerd cubes right there on you. For the side of Phire Gaming, it is Generation, Braids, Light Skin God, Zane V2, and Hybrid Pyro. And for MSE, we got Pickin', Timmy, Sandsler, Ruins, and Streaks. Let's go over to Generation. Actually, I was about to, but he has already gone down. So instead, we're going to hang out here with Braids on the point. Has 1 kill on the life. We'll see if he can find another. Around the backside, 1 lines up for him. He did see the second, but I believe it was Generation that cleaned that one up. And Generation continuing to clean up on this backside at the warehouse. Cannot find the next kill onto Streaks. And MSC has successfully flipped the spawns, it looks like. But can they hold on to it? The body blocking the line of sight there for streaks and giving Light Skin God the kill. That's not something you see every day, as usually those bodies are null factors, but a big one right there, as now Phire's on the rotation. Man on the point is going to be Timmy. How long can he hold off as multiple members of Phire Gaming are pushing in? Light Skin God, the first one down, and he will fall to the headshot from Timmy. More shots land up top as Zanzler gets himself a double kill. That is 3 straight for MSE. Still, Timmy cannot find these guys on the backside as Braids comes through with a triple feed. He does go down, though, as he gets straight. Actually, he goes down to his teammate, Hybrid Pyro, and now we're going to focus here on Zane V2. 5 and 3, 2 kills on the life, and holding on to this position. MSE needs to get back, or they need to set up a solid defense at the next hard point. You cannot do, we've seen it so often, and it seems to always happen on Gunrunner. You can't do that where it's just quick rotations, and then you get pushed off. Quick rotation, and then you get pushed off. That is just how you lead to a disappointing game. So if they're going to go for these quick rotations like it seems what they're trying to do, they need to hold on to it, and right now that is just not what happened. Generation with his teammates behind him, Light Skin God and Zane are 3 members onto hill number 3 right here. Lost in my head for a second what hill we were on. Counting gets a little bit difficult now and then, but I think we'll be able to figure it out as we swap over to Pickin'. Picks up 1 onto Generation, a second there, and does he turn 3? No, he does not. Stops aiming just as Zane goes around the corner, and he is the guy that is on fire for Phire off the top. 11 and 4 with 5 on this life. Spraying down. Pickin' does manage to get the kill onto Braves, and Timmy is going to start getting aggressive. Forward he goes, does not get any kills as Hybrid Pyro and Light Skin God shut them down. An early rotation yet again for MSE. Can they hold on to it this time? No, as Zanzler has been concussed. He is not able to look left or right. Goes down in the kill to Generation, and now more continue to roll through for Phire Gaming. They break 100 points and are currently rocking a 57-point lead over MSE. Smoke goes down, and this is where things are getting aggressive. Zanzler does manage to pick up 1. Manages to pick up a second onto Light Skin God, and that is MSE into the point. But watch around the backside. It is Zane picking up 1, and the trade comes back for Timmy. Excuse me. Now we switch back over to Timmy. He is having a rough one on the bat, but in fact, everyone from MSC is a little rough to start. Ruins is doing good. He is 10 and 7 with 2 on this life, but otherwise all negative. Actually, I take that back. Pickin', you are positive. Don't let me say otherwise, as 1 more goes for Ruins, but a good 2-pronged attack for Phire Gaming. Give over the next hard point, and is going to be a rotation yet again. You see, MSC is spawning on that left side of the map. They are already naturally set up to defend hill number 5, but they have been the first ones on multiple times in a row. They have to actually hold it here. Timmy just slain there by Light Skin God, sliding around the corner, but Zanzler has his back with a good Semtech. I want to get over now to Generation. He has a good little flank coming around the backside, but gets spotted out as the respawns start to come in through for MSE. This is a little bit of a streak going for them, as they have gotten a few big kill streaks in a row. They have sent Phire back to the opposite side of the map on respawns, and they have the defense set up, but as 1, 2, 3 kills in a row come through for Phire Gaming, will that early setup be enough? Zane continuing to push in, 19 and 8 for the man, and he's gonna break 20 right there. As Phire Gaming breaks 130, the score was reduced quite a bit by MSE. It got down into the 30, or I think for a moment it might have been even close to 20, but now as it continues to grow yet again, all that progress is getting shut down, and we get back to the top of the rotation. Ruins through bathrooms, gets a jump yet again. He's playing it well in his positioning, but just keeps getting shut down by better reaction time and aim from this Phire squad. That is what they've been doing amazingly so far. Even when it seems like they are in the worst position, they are ready to just get taken down immediately. They do turnarounds, they do flicks, they do quick reaction time shots to pick up the 1v1 kills and come out ahead. Now, Generation working this inside angle. He doesn't care about getting onto this point. He only cares about kills, as 3 quick ones come through, including a great wallbang there onto Timmy. But speaking of 3 quick ones, Streaks comes in with a triple feed of his own, and that is 5 on the life. He's going to come back to help his team over here at hill number 2. Still, though, points going over to Phire Gaming, despite a few quick a few quick and good lives for MSC. Plays when they needed it. They're still slowly bleeding away points, and 170 is passed for Phire Gaming. It just seems like they're going to continue to find a way to pick up score and work their way towards a win here in map number 1. Now we're going to swap over to Picken. He's going to be going upstairs with this M4. If he can find the jump, that's a tricky one on the best of times, and when you're starting to overthink it, it just will not fall. Zanzler, though, around the left side, gets both Hybrid and Braids. Add another Insane, and that is 4 as Hybrid goes down yet again. Spawn and die, but it is not enough so far. MSC sitting behind by at least 60, or actually a little bit less than 60, as Phire Gaming is trying to push onto this back hill. They have not given up yet, even though we are breaking almost to 20 seconds remaining on the hill. Zane gets himself another 2, cannot turn 3, however, his streaks is waiting for him. At 17 and 16, he is sitting positive. And speaking of these KDs, MSC has certainly evened them up a little bit. They might be warming up late into this game, but the question is, did they let it go too far? I'm going to swap over to Timmy now. He's going to be the one trying to push from the bottom side towards hill number 3. It is a difficult position, but he will open up the first kill onto Braids. Now Hybrid knows exactly where he's going to be coming from, but as his teammates push in, that is going to be damage, and a kill landing for Timmy, 2 on the life, and breaking open this hard point. An aggressive defense for a moment seemed to put Phire down, as they had all pushed very far forward, but now Braids off of his respawn through the backside will get 1, but not the second. Streaks the double kill, as I would usually call a Semtex kill from deep a 3-pointer. When you get 2, does that make it a 6-pointer? As he's going to be struck down, but quick off the revive. You see now, speaking of those respawns, MSC is the closest in that left side of the map, but Generation, Braids, and Zane continue to shut them down. It is a tough spawn to get out of, as they know exactly where you're coming from. There's a lot of choke points to fight through, and Phire Gaming looks like they're going to break 200 points right there. Timmy does clear off the hard point right there, gets onto it, and is going to get a few last second ticks to keep the score within 50 seconds, but I don't know if it's going to be enough right now. They have fought well, MSC, to stay in this, but they have to start fighting to take over, as Timmy gets his second kill of the life. Respawn comes in, spots out Generation, and that is number 3. He needs to help out his team over at the 4th hard point, though. Braids around the backside, does not land the kill, gets cleaned up, and MSC is there. Ruins and Streak onto the hard point. How long can they hold it? As Zane manages to get a kill onto Zanzler, but Ruins has 3. Make it 4 on the life. He wants to pick them, give them a little bit of their own medicine, trying to get these spawn kills, but not able to clean it up. Ruins and Streaks go down, and the rest of MSC not there to back up their team. Zane continuing to just be a little bit zany with these shots he's landing. Timmy, what are you doing? He lands a shot saying, why don't, instead of getting that reload down, I just go and get a slice of pizza right there in the middle, slicing through with the knife and picking up that kill. MSC, they are in position to get within 10 points, and this is a real game suddenly. Phire has to start worrying about, did they let it get too far? Did they play a little bit too relaxed, thinking the lead was going to be enough? Another 5 straight kills come through. Actually, I'm going to give it a little asterisk. One of those was the team kill of Ruins onto Streaks, but it is 5 kills nonetheless, and Phire has to get back onto hill number 5. A tie and now a lead for MSC. The comeback has officially completed. It is even games here in the last 40 points between these teams, and Picken needs to put in a performance. Oh, what an outplay there against Zane. Back and forth, played a little peekaboo that went his way, and then Timmy picks up another one onto Generation, shutting down the 2-piece. Another one lands for Ruins. MSC, where did this come from? As they have control completely, they will not have enough time to pick it up, but Ruins breaking 30 kills right there. They are going to get very, very close, and as you come back around to hill number 1, you want to be the guys that only need a few seconds left. It seems like they're going to be within 10 points. MSC has suddenly skyrocketed into a position where they can actually win this game, especially if Ruins continues to slay like he has in this second half. Lightskin God does get stuck. Speaking of Ruins, around the backside, he will fall, but now Streaks gets a double kill. Onto the point goes Picken. He is shut down. Only 2 seconds remaining. Timmy, can you be the hero they need? Spraying through the smoke, it does land. That clears the point, and that gives the comeback victory to MSC. I thought it was over. I was not giving them enough credit, saying they let the lead slip too far away. But with the late game push, it was a beautiful four-piece by Zanzler. Earlier in the game, it was broken up by one from being a quad feed, but still, great play by him and great play by MSC to come out ahead here with the map 1 victory. I am hyped right off the bat. Woo! Hello everyone, here is my face. That is how you start a game of Call of Duty. What a comeback from MSC. My heart's a pumping, it's pounding, the adrenaline is rolling right off the bat with that victory. All the way behind from the get-go until hill number 5 and the final hill number 1. Just solid, continuous control for MSE. As I don't know what flip got switched. They were getting slain left and right. They were losing 1v1s. I thought this was just going to be a matter of Phire being too good on the sticks. But in that second half, Ruins and Streaks just showing up extremely well. Squirrel, how are you doing, my man? You just missed, unless you were tuned in for that one, a great hard point to start off today. Red Hand, let's go indeed. What a game right there. Or not a game, what a map to start things off for MSC. And that's what they've been needed to work on. Stop playing from behind, start playing from in front. Right off the bat, that was an issue they had. They were playing from behind that entire map. But now with the win, they can play from in front for the game. Going over to S&D. I've liked what I've seen from MSC before on the search. We'll see if they can continue to do this against an unknown team from Phire Gaming. I have not casted them before. I do not know how they will play. I'm going to be interested to see if they are exclusively a slaying team or if they have some interesting calls and strategies to come out as we go over to the S&D. I will join up onto Pickin' as I believe we're going to be getting into map 2 shortly. What would it be if not an Arklov Peak map number 2? My favorite, the classic. Just had to take a moment to see a nice little bit of interaction between the Squirrel and Leighton. That's what I like to see. As we are waiting, all 11 members already into this lobby. Let me get over to the Codcaster role and make sure people are on their correct sides. It seems like Phire is going to be sticking on Coalition after that map 1. And looking to take back this map number 2 to even things up and try to go a little deep into the map count. Not finish this in 3. Let's go 4, maybe even 5 here today. Absolute great comeback from the lads, Red Hand. That is correct. An amazing comeback by them. I gave them no credit. Thought it was done, dusted. We were over. Go to map 2 already. But they showed me incorrectly. I've just seen so many times on Gunrunner, teams let it slip so far away. Stage late game pushes, but just not able to get back, especially when you were behind going into that third hill number 1. It seems almost impossible to stage a defense, but that is kind of, I think, the key that MSC came through with. They took the lead going into hill number 1 for the third time, and at that point, Phire was not able to defend it. You saw, just a hip fire through the smoke was all it took, and I gotta stop talking about it, and I gotta show you that we are loaded into map number 2. Hello everyone, my name is Morgan Dunn, and this is the NACAL. Tonight's matches between MSE Machine Soldier Esports and Phire Gaming. Map number 1 in an exciting one. Went over to MSE, and now as we roll into map number 2, it will be Arklov Peak, it will be Search and Destroy, and will it be a 2-0 lead for MSE when we're done here? Or can things get evened up as Phire Gaming starts on the attacking side? It's a draw, so none of those options, in fact. There was a mysterious choice number 3 I chose to ignore, and that would be the dev error. Actually, no, everyone's still in. No one disconnected. I'm very confused. Is it going to be a call about connection? Some ping issues? Let's see if they talk in the chat. Nothing so far. I think that Phire is the host for this one, but not sure. Nope, it would be MSC that's the host because Zane is just as confused as I am. They say there is a dev error even though all the members are still in the lobby. Very Alright, so we're just right back out and in. Ruin says we can start back up, and I guess that's that. No need to switch back to my face. Haven't seen that one before. New style of dev era for the new update. And yet again, we will load right into map number 2. Alright, I mean, for this, since I got a moment, I'll ask you guys, a lot of classic members in the chat, when I keep getting dev errors, should I continue to redo the intro / recap, the hello, my name is Morgan Dunn, or should I only bother for it the first time and the other times just let it roll through? I'm always kind of wondering, thinking, what are the little ways I can make things better, so go ahead. You've seen a lot of my stuff. Give me your opinions as we load into map number 2. Still, Phire Gaming on the attacking side, and it does not surprise me in the slightest that Zane is picking up this bomb. I think he wants to get aggressive. He wants to get right down the middle. Has a little habitual slide action to get that every little bit of speed. And he is going to Semtex down the trench. But speaking of Semtex, it is Timmy starting things off with the one onto hybrid. That is a 1-for-1 trade, and we are 4v4 right off the bat. Quick plant does get through for Zane. As I said, he wants to play things fast, get the plant down, and start getting kills. Picken has to be careful. If his head gets spotted, he will fall. And Braids is laying down for this defense inside the trench. It is Streaks on the backside. He is the guy rocking the sniper rifle, does spot out Generation, but not enough to actually pick up the kill. Has to worry about Light Skin God hard aiming the corner, but I guess Picken is going to clean that one up for him. When it is all said and done, it's a 2v3 with Generation's kill onto Zanzler, and 3v1 as Streaks is the lone survivor. This is what I have seen before for MSC. It is always Streaks on the backside, kind of getting left out in these 1v3, 1v4, 1v5 situations. When they can avoid that, they pick him up. But when he's the lone survivor, it is a rough situation. Excuse me yet again. Sometimes I talk so fast the air gets flowing. I give myself a little case of the hiccups in the middle of things. But as I was saying, when Streaks has to be the lone survivor, clutch it in these multi-kill situations, it is just rough and borderline impossible sometimes for a sniper to pick that up against a full load of full autos. Now, swapping sides. Round number 1 went the way of Phire Gaming. Congratulations to them, but they can't get a little too excited as we go into round number 2. Now on the defensive side, what do they have set up? Oh my god, off the top rope. Light Skin God peeking over, getting one onto Streaks Hybrid, helping him out with a second with the Semtex. And now long range spray is going to get even more damage down. What is this scope or this sight right now for Light Skin God? Definitely not the usual, big, bulky, but getting the job done as he is spotting the long range, picking just a little bit cleaner on the shots that time though. Gets the kill, makes it a 2v4, him and Timmy. I call them the grandpas over here on MSE. They are the all reliables, always there. What can they do in this clutch situation? They will go down in almost the exact same frame as Phire Gaming gets their second round in a row. Opposite side of the maps, but the exact same timing as they fall. Light Skin God with that M4 with the big old foregrip and the big old sight seems to be, or actually, Light Skin God went down to Picken. That is a different interesting little M4 setup that I'm seeing from the side of Phire Gaming, as now they're back to the attacking side. Again, seems like they're going to the A side. I wonder if it will again be that fast plant opportunity, or if they play a little bit slower. Let's go over to, nope, that's not Hybrid. Who's on the back side? It is Light Skin God with the sniper rifle. From the attacking side, that's interesting. He likes to go sniper, but Generation opens it up with the first kill onto Timmy. MSC needs one back in the trade, and they do not find it as Graves gets the second. Again, a big man advantage to start things off. Ruin's not able to hit his shots. That's not what you want to see. Another kill comes through, and Zanzler, just like that, the entire team defending over at the A side are gone. You have to get this rotation down, and you have to get a plot of kills with it. There is one, cannot find the second, as good aim to watch your flanks there from the surviving members of Phire Gaming. 3 in a row, and all sorts of momentum right here. Someone's got to tell me at the chat if there was a change in meta with these sites, because that is a second member of Phire Gaming rocking that big bulky one. So I didn't read the latest update notes. I'll admit it right there, was a little bit busy this weekend, and I have not yet seen where the meta will settle, but we do, of course, see the usual MP5s, M4s. That has not changed, as rushing it down the middle will be Zanzler. It is a B-side push, and it is up to Braids to defend this as the smoke comes through. That is going to be clear, and oh, what a throw by Timmy. The only defender nearby for Phire Gaming goes down, and Zane has to run over to get this rotation. Timmy waiting upstairs, was not aiming the correct window, but that will be information across in a 1-for-1 trade to start things out. 4v4 situation, the plant was about to come through, would have had time, but does not finish it off. Now, around the left side, Light-Skinned God with his sniper rifle spots out Streaks, and is just going to hard aim the corner. Will Streaks actually peek this? Now is the time, since he's gone over. Oh, Streaks! How did you not see him? That one feels terrible as 2 more kills come through. The bomb did get planted and all that, though, so Ruins and Pickens have a chance. Ruins with the first kill on the Light-Skinned God. Picken escaping with his life, but is spotted out. Will go downstairs in front of Generation. He's going to get pinched from... Or actually, no, it's Generation that got the first damage and Generation that died. Oh, land him. 1, 2, 3. Pick him. Put him down. It is like bowling out here. Just line up the pins and get yourself a strike as he finds 3 members of Phire Gaming all lined up with that M4. I told you, I'm a sucker for the AR, especially when you're popping heads like a laser. The way he played that, it almost felt like a CSGO Valorant control the recoil and just find the headshots. Good play there by Picken to pick up the first round for MSC. That is absolutely what they needed because things were slipping away quickly down the slope. Braid's going to be the first man forward. He will throw out the flash, see if he finds anyone. The Semtex close to follow, and it will not get anyone. Streaks finally gets on the board with his first sniper kill of the game. He needs to get hot, though, to help his team get back into this one. Timmy laying down. Streaks is getting hot, finding a second kill right there. As Timmy down in the trench picks up one, will fall in return, but is a 3v2 MSC with the lead. Generation down. Oh, Streaks, I thought it was the third lined up for you. It will not be, as he has to watch out for Hybrid, and watch out, he does. Third kill lands for the sniper, and now with the flanker around the backside, MSC just had him pinned down. No chance in a second round in a row. That's all it is. Once that back end pinch maneuver comes through, there are so few places to hide where you will not get found out. A good play right there from the sniper finally getting started. It is such a feast or famine role on the SND to be the guy taking that sniper position, and it seemed like it was going to be a long drought, long famine for Streaks going into that round, but he's managed to find a little bit of something, get some food on the table with those 3 kills, and wants to add more to it. Going upstairs aggressively. Will anyone peek him out? Maybe not too aggressively. Before he peeks the corner, does come back around, sees it, but can't hit the drag. Now he has to worry about shots coming from the trench. Gonna go for the slow re-peek. No one there in the building across from him, and complete cover for the member. Light-Skinned God is gonna be able to open things up with a kill. He is playing over towards the trench side. Doesn't see Streaks the first time, and he will go down. Ruins taking the bullet quite literally for his teammate there, distracting Light-Skinned God, and the sniper goes down for Phire, and the sniper stays up for MSC. Streaks gets another 2. He has gone to positive in just the last 2 rounds, and Zanzler's going to be creeping forward. It is Hybrid Pyro. What can you do? Peeks over the top, sees ahead, but will not land the kill. 4 on 3 is the difference. They get 3 on 2 as 2 more quick kills get traded back and forth. They know where Hybrid is. Spraying around the corner goes Picken. They only have 25 seconds to play with, so they got to play this a little faster. And God, I love that position on the boulder in trench. No one ever seems to even realize that it's a possibility, and he will go down. The plant will follow for Picken and Zane. I guess if there's someone alive for a 1v3, you'd want it to be this guy that was slaying so well, but right now, it is all about Streaks. How about a second triple kill in a row for yourself? Oh, and a fast run at that. What a nice little drag. I wouldn't quite call it the quick scope as he held it down, but quick reactions definitely. We are tied up at 3 through 6. 3 up for Phire, and then 3 down as MSC transfers it back. All right, Phire, we're basically right at where we started. You're on the attacking side. The game is tied up, and they are going to do what they have done. Fast plant towards A. Why change things up when they had been working so well? But now the bomb carrier is going to wait back, let his teammate clear things out ahead, and Timmy just manages to get around the corner. What perfect movement for him, as Generation was just left looking back and forth. Where did he go? Braids does pick up one, but then Ruins answers with two of his own, one with the Semtex, one with the M4, and it is a 2v4 situation. Phire is starting to slip. Again, such a great aggressive early game lead, just like they had in map 1, but MSE starting to get rolling later in the game. Not quite as late, as we are about halfway through, and it seems like the momentum is completely one-sided. Streaks gets another headshot with the sniper onto Light Skin God, and Hybrid is the lone survivor. Gets two, though. That is how you start off a comeback from a 1v4 to the 1v2. They know exactly where he is, though. He cannot retreat. He will get taken out by the sniper. He cannot go left. He'll be taken out by Pink, and he's going to go up top. And still on Overwatch, the shot will land 4 in a row for MSE. See, this is what I was telling. When it comes down to them falling behind, leaving Streaks as the lone survivor, they just can't pick up these rounds. But when they get off to the early man advantage, and Streaks can just look for these guys running around like headless chickens, the kills continue to fall, and the rounds continue to come in for MSE. Alright, over to the attacking side is Machine Soldier. Zanzler will be on the bomb. Struggled with that one for a second. And an interesting split. It is 2-3 from the attacking side. Even on both sides of the map right now, this is also a 2-3 defense for Phire Gaming. I think it's going to be a call to make as much noise as possible over at the A side. I don't see many fakes come through in Call of Duty SND, but that is exactly what's happening. They got to worry about Hybrid, and he did spot one out. I wonder if that will change the call for MSE. Where will they go? More shots land, they will die, and now Zane is going to try and come over on this rotation, but I think there's still some confusion for Phire on where the play is coming. Zane does get up that first kill onto Zanzler. That is the bomb down, as now Timmy has quite a decision to make. Does he go back around or complete the rotation? Actually, Zane will make the decision for him by getting a little aggressive. That is the M4 going over, and that is a chance now for MSE to complete this play. Generation going to get in a little firefight here with Timmy. Timmy has to remember he has the bomb. He cannot throw his life away, especially as it gets evened up to a 3v3 situation. Good play by Phire to hold off against this interesting attack from MSE. I don't know if the fake landed quite how they wanted it to, and bomb goes down yet again. Picken's going to get aggressive around the corner. Does not get the kill against Braids, and as Streak is the lone survivor, I do not think he'll be able to pick this one up. No, Light Skin God gets the kill, and we are even back up 4-4. It will not be a 6-0. So once you get that first round, MSE, you gotta fight through the mud and blood to get this game for yourself. That does confirm we're going to see at least 10 rounds. Will we get all the way to 11? Not sure quite yet. I think it's going to be dependent on who picks this one up. If it goes to MSE, I think this might go all the way to 11. But if Phire can get some momentum back, get a few in a row, I don't know if they can stop them yet again. They did so well through the first 3 rounds to get completely dominant victories, and it looks like they want to continue that, getting aggressive towards this right side. Ruins does get spotted out, but with Zanzler there on Overwatch, it'll give him the opportunity to get the kill back. 1-for-0 to start things off, but Braids is still alive with the bomb over towards this B site. It seems like he's going to be waiting for a push as his teammates clear it out. Generation lower with Hybrid Pro around the top side. No one there to defend so far, as I'm going to go over to Zanzler. He is waiting for this window push. Seems to know exactly where they're coming from, and it is going to line up right in front of him. Oh, doesn't pull the trigger, but does end up cleaning up that kill. That would have been bad if he did not get the kill onto Braids, because he was the lone defender. But now the cavalry has arrived from the A bomb site for MSE. Picken gets a kill. Ruins will fall, but it is a 2v4 situation on that backside. Not spotting him out is Streaks, as he's going to take a lot of damage from Hybrid Pyro up there on the rock. Oh, the Semtex to follow it up, get that kill, but Light Skin God has to be careful. Speaking of careful, though, Zanzler as well, if he peeks his shoulder around, he will get spotted out by Hybrid. He just has to waste time, though. With 10 seconds remaining, Light Skin God is in. He has to get this kill to get the plant. Pushing forward goes Zanzler, gets another on the round. Cannot get 3, but that is not enough time. A 5th round going to MSE, and that will be map point. Good play by the defender over at the B side. Zanzler wasting time, letting the support come through from his teammates. It was basically him that shut down that push. Although, I will give a shout out over to Pickin. He was pushing in aggressively, got spotted out, but with the help of Zanzler, managed to get the first blood and shut down a little bit of that B side push. Now we have the opportunity. Will this be that? As it is a chance to end round 2. Will we be going into a 2-0 scoreline into the domination? That is all up to what MSE does here. From the attacking side, Zanzler with the bomb. This is a 2-3 split on defense as Braids, Light Skin God, and Generation are there on the early defense. Generation over the top side is going to throw out the Semtex, but he was concussed and is going to have to retake cover. The rotation from the 2 members of MSE that went over towards the B bomb side is in, as Timmy's going to watch their flank, and Streaks is going to stay on the back side trying to get another pick with this sniper. Trench is basically no man's land from anyone on Phire Gaming. If they go down there, they might get immediately taken out. And Zanzler with a little interesting move over towards this intersection. He could go down to Light Skin God if he's not careful, but it looks like he will. That would be information. The hit marker landing on that concussion, but Light Skin God does not push it through. I think Phire could have said there's someone around that corner and gotten a kill, but the call does not come in. 30 seconds get past there as MSE is playing it low and slow here. Like a good barbecue, they're just going to take their time and use as much as they could. Light Skin God gets the first kill. Ruins trades it back with one onto Braid. Zayd gets the third, and Pickin gets the fourth. 2 for 2 right off the bat as we are in a 3v3 situation. Good play by Zanzler to come all the way around. That is most of the A side cleared out, and now the plants will start to come in. Hybrid, the lone survivor, will not get the kill, and MSE wins map 2 6-4, taking a map count to a good solid 2-0 scoreline. Oh, Streaks, good play there to keep yourself just a little bit invisible with the melee kill. Doe doesn't even bother, and because of that, has enough bullets to turn around and get the second one. Nice little highlight there. It's the little things, but when you're rocking a pistol up in the close range, that is exactly how you want to play it. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let's go instead of to the start stream countdown. We'll see my face. So, MSE, twice in a row, they get off to a slow start playing from behind, but this time even more than on map number 1, they come back with a vengeance and pick it up in their favor. Streaks, as soon as he got hit, as soon as that sniper began to find targets, it seemed to just be the end, as that was a big reason of that 4-round streak right in the middle, rounds 4 through 7 going the way of MSE and giving them the ability to pick up that map. How is everyone doing in the chat? I want to see where these predictions are starting to roll in. Now that it is a 2-0 scoreline, is the reverse sweep a possibility? Now I get to see a little test. If dev errors are still definitely a problem, it was domination for a moment, goes back over to hardpoint as I'm going to have to rejoin onto Pickin. Ooh. Got the nose itchy with a little bit of the pollen. I guess that is an effect of leaving the windows open. But you know, I'm liking the vibe in my room right now. A little bit of nice wind-blown leaves in the background. Big comebacks coming in, Red Hand. Exactly. 2 roadies! I like to see you, as well as the real K-Boo switching over to a new Twitch. But I'll keep my eye on and know you are, in fact, who I need to be looking at. Bugs, your boy Lightskin and Generation, they need to do something big right here, because they're kind of starting to fall behind. They had some good plays. Lightskin did work on the sniper when he picked it up, but I didn't see anything in the late second half of map number 2, instead vouching to go with that M4, so we'll have to see what they go with as we will load into Hackney Yard domination. You all know it. Every single caster talks about it. It is a case of spawn control on this domination. The A-B setup is exactly how you can just guarantee your lead continues to grow and grow by forcing the enemy team to spawn way up, that's over here, way up there on the top right side of the map, around there. That is such a long rotation to get back into any action that if you can control it correctly, it'll be an easy win for yourself. The Squirrel, we had a dev error in map 2. What are you even talking about? They are in no way gone. I think there might be a dev error right here. I noticed that it says CDL hardpoint in the bottom left when it was supposed to be domination, but I can't guarantee that anyone else here did. I gotta swap over to Codcaster. It is Phire staying on the Coalition side for the third time. We'll see if that actually helps them, or maybe they should have changed things up. That might be the bad luck charm difference as we load into map number 3. Hello everyone, my name is Morgan Dunn, and this is the NACAL. Tonight's matchup is between MSC, Machine Soldier Esports, and Phire Gaming. So far, though, the Phire has just been a little bit more of Embers instead of an Inferno. As I told you, it's a dev error, Squirrel. Now it's time to pay up. We'll see if it's that new type of dev error where you don't get kicked all the way out of the lobby. Nope, they're kicked all the way out of the lobby. It was Phire having a little bit of a struggle on that one. Hey, two of them dev'd out. Just saying. Oh, the Squirrel. Oh my god. I see why I didn't see your guys' notifications coming through. Thank you for telling me that you did drop the sub. I didn't have my mini feed up. Hey guys, actually it didn't come through on my mini feed either that you dropped a sub for map 2. So I'm sorry. I'm not saying I don't believe you. I'm just saying it's not coming through on this. Hope they can figure that out. Don't bother sending a second though. You got your own thing going on. But I will say, thank you to both Bugs and Coltron for the follow. I appreciate it. As well as, before the stream started, but still going to give a shout out, a man named Bask came in and dropped a follow. See if we can get back into this next map shortly. Everyone is on their side, ready to go. And it says match beginning in 5, so no need to swap back over to the face cam as we load into map number 3. Hello everyone, my name is Morgan Dunn, and this is the NACAL. Tonight's matchup is between MSC, Machine Soldiers Esport, and Phire Gaming. As I said, I was doing all my great talking about the Embers and the Inferno, blah, yada, yada. The point is, Phire is down 2 maps on the score. They need to start the reverse sweep right here on domination, and if they can't, they will be going home. Starting on the beneficial side, they will be to B first, and they will get that A-B set up to start things out. We'll see how well they can hold on to it, as picking through top L will fall to Zane. He was doing very well off the top with the respawn game mode, so I'm going to keep an eye out on Zane to see how he plays. Streaks gets a little bit aggressive, only manages to get 1 kill for it, however, as B still yet to fall in control of Phire Gaming. A lot of fighting from the top L's position for MSC, but it's not going to be enough as Hyper Tyro lays down, gets 3 kills for himself, and gets the B flag. That is going to be the first initial bit of control for Phire Gaming, but they have to shut down another aggressive pick coming through. Ruin slipping, sliding through, gets the first kill on the Braids, but Zane off of his respawn manages to clean it up for themselves. Be back in control of Phire, and with the kill over at top L, it'll be some hefty control. Zanzler pushing on his own, does manage to get the kill onto Zane, but Light Skin God Semtex will shut it back down. Or actually, Zanzler got the kill on the Light Skin God. What I saw was Zane getting the kill onto Pickin. He is still very much alive with 2 kills on this life, and now he's going to have to go clear off Ruins. How well will this pre-fire go? It'll go extremely well, as the Peeker's advantage will always be there in an FPS game. Ooh, Generation, good job getting a nice 3 kill before getting shut down by Timmy, as Zane gets his 4th kill of the life, and B continuing to be held by Phire. around the corner. Shots land with the hipfire onto Streaks. Ruins will shut him down, but MSE really struggling to get out of that top left spawning circle. Just spawn and die, but Ruins gets a two-piece. Can he get a third through the concussion? Yes, as it wears off, turns around onto Braids, and that will be 3 inside B. Another one lands, but they have to worry about Lightskin God around the backside. Shuts down one. B is neutralized. The kill gets through, and now spawns are a little bit interesting. I see Phire Gaming at the top, but still far left side of the map is where these blue arrows are popping up. B comes through in control of MSE. They have to start thinking about A, though. The BC hold is so difficult to get for a long period of time. The difference is only 12, as Ruins is going to wait around the corner. Zanzler gets one, Timmy gets a second, Ruins gets third, and Hybrid manages to shut back down one with the kill onto Timmy. 10 points the difference at the moment, and it is slowly shrinking as Phire Gaming needs to get back onto this B side, even though spawns have stayed relatively where they have been. Another good kill for Ruins before Generation can shut it down from on top of the scaffolding. Even though the spawns have been relatively the same this entire way through, MSE still managing to hold some good control on the middle of the map. Now from up top, this is a good position to hold. You can get it through cover. Not many places on domination flags where you can cap it with perfect cover, but Generation is going to not only neutralize it, but cap B in control of Phire Gaming. A and B back onto their side, and the lead only dipping down to 5 points before beginning to grow yet again. A lot of kills sending MSE over to that left side of the map, and Streaks, he can't throw a life away like that when the spawns are so bad. Now I gotta go over. What can Zanzler do? He had gotten through them, but is turning around to hunt these kills. They need to go over to A right now. Push all the way through. Ignore the B flag, or else this is just gonna not be pretty for MSE right now. Streaks will lead the charge. He almost gets through, but Hybrid does trace him down. Timmy's there to answer with a two-piece onto Hybrid and Lightskin God. Now it is going to be up to Zane to shut down as two members of MSE have broken through. Zane is going to be joined by Generation and Hybrid, but Ruins continues to find kills, shutting them down, but Generation does manage to sneak through, get back over to A, and re-secure it for Phire Gaming. Just enough to keep spawns in their favor, as I thought for a moment MSE had it. Uh-oh, there are some connectivity issues as one of the members of Machine Soldiers is out. Who is it? It looks like it is Ruins, and that is a terrible thing for the boys in blue. Ruins was doing so well, and now Streaks has to do stuff like that, those headshots onto Braids, and get things back in control of his squad. Lightskin God, though, is going to shut him down, and now playing 5-on-4. I do not see a world where MSE gets this back in their control. However, if you line up for that, oh, Timmy couldn't turn the second. Good reaction there by Zane, as for a moment I thought it would go over. A, B, and C domination for Phire right now, as they are taking complete advantage of what is given to them. Ruins is back in now. He has figured it out, but the damage is done. 19 points and growing the difference for Phire Gaming after something that was so close for so long. It is a terrible feeling for MSE to lose your footing in the game in a way like that. One of your members disconnecting. Still, well played by Phire, realizing they have the advantage, and as soon as they saw it was a 4v5, they said, go for the domination, work around the backside and cap 3 flags. It went perfectly, and going into halftime, it'll be a 25-point lead for Phire. All right, swapping sides now through the half. 25 points is not the worst I've ever seen. It's not the worst any of you have ever seen. Comebacks have been bigger, but that does not mean it's going to be easy. Luckily for MSE, they are spawning on the AB side. See what they can pick up, as upstairs, Timmy is waiting for Zane and gets the first headshot. Zanzler, not exactly sure. You threw the Semtex. You should have known where it was going to land, and he goes down to his own grenade. Then upstairs, Braids through top L, gets the kill onto Streaks. Is going to continue to push forward towards the blue van. Did not know actually make that Ruins was still hanging around, and he will get that kill. Good thing about reconnecting is it resets your KD, and that guarantees Ruins is positive now, sitting at 2-1 since the half. Timmy, oh, so many kills in blue. Zanzler gets 2, Timmy gets 2. Streaks just hanging out in the middle to provide some nice symmetry for the gang. But MSC sends a lot of members of Phire packing in a row. But you have to watch out. Lightskin God broke into the warehouse, into the B flag, and he's going to try and neutralize this. It's not spotted out by Streaks yet. Takes a little bit of damage. Oh, but a two-pronged attack there for MSC will clear them out. 4 members of Phire dead all at once. Oh, Zane, good map awareness. Going for the wall bang through that side of the wall. Thought he could have had it in the sheet metal, but just not to be as he's firing blind. Timmy going to try and work the middle of the map a little bit, and waiting to see if anyone runs by. Does get the first one onto Brace. Could has a chance to get the second onto Generation, but still trying to push upwards through the stairs. Almost escapes with his life, but it will not be enough. Let's swap over to Streaks, having to defend the inside of the B warehouse. The lead has dropped down to only 10, as MSE has done it perfectly. You get A and B, and you hold on to it for dear life. That's exactly what's happened, and that's what Streaks needs to do now, with 3 members of Phire pushing in on him. Back and forth he goes, checking all his corners at once. Has a little bit of Overwatch coming in, and they are starting to fall one after another. Lightskin God was waiting, cannot get the kill onto Zanzler, but it is traded back with Ruin's kill onto Generation. However, that will end the extended trades for these two teams in favor of MSE. The flash is going to make Ruin's retreat. He sprays damage out. If he could see, he probably would have gotten that kill, but instead is going to rotate up to the office, see what he can find. Continuing to get this aggressive little bit of hardcore, turns around to get the kill onto Zane, waiting for bottom L, but he has to watch out for top L, as Hybrid pushes with Lightskin God at the same time. Will not matter, as MSE continues to land kills, and that is the lead changing. 120 to 122 it now reads, as Machine Soldiers have continued to push it. Once again, they let the first half slip away, and they fight back in the second. It is their MO. What? I should have seen this coming the second we got to halftime with a 20-point deficit. They were just setting it up for the comeback yet again, wanted to give a little bit of highlight opportunities, a storyline continuing to build, as Zane does manage to break around to the A side. 7 points is all that MSE has managed to get themselves through all of this. They have to try and fight through. Timmy through the smoke, runs right by both Generation and Hybrid, slipping in like a ninja, a thief in the night, and it seems like with that Semtex skill onto Generation, A will go right back in favor of MSE. But 3 members of Phire Gaming just spawned in the top right side of the map. 2 of them fall to Timmy, 3 fall to Ruins. That is so much damage for MSE all at once. What the heck is happening? As despite all of that, Phire Gaming is suddenly just unable to do anything. What button did I hit? Ah, come on, Codcaster. I thought I turned off all of your hotkeys. Excuse me for a moment, as I will try and get back over to the, to what we were just trying to see right there. How do I get back to first person, guys? I am sorry as we're coming in, but the point is, with about a minute left, what can this team do? Oh, I got it. It was R. It was R, everyone. Obviously R for first person. Now we get to watch this picking over the middle. Gets the first kill onto Braids. The lead continues to grow for MSE with 40 seconds remaining. I wonder if it is too far. And as Pickett puts together his second, third, and fourth kills of the life, I think that is going to be that. 30 seconds remaining with a 30-point lead. It would have, actually it's impossible at this point. No way in heck that Phire Gaming can bring this one back. And yet again, 3 for 3, MSE puts together comeback victories. Phire, they played amazingly. It looked like they could have won each and every one of these maps, but the grit, the determination of MSE in that cobalt blue has shown through today. A little bit of grammar coming in, as Timmy is going to be at 28 and 23. He is going to be the top fragger coming out of map number 3, and the win goes to MSE. 3-0 on the map count. That is the game. I did not think, we'll find a little bit of play of the game for Zane. That is 1, cannot get the second. It looks like the lobby is shut down. We will not get to see how it all pans out. But GG's coming through. Yuan and Leighton supporting their team right off the bat. And I gotta give the GG's to both sides, if I'm being honest. Listen, Leighton and Red Hand, I'm gonna give you one free of charge, a little bit of what I saw right there. That was the roughest 3-0 I think I've ever watched, because all 3 maps, Phire came out hot, pun intended. They were 3-0 on the S&D to start. They were up by over 100 on the hardpoint, and going into halftime on domination, they had the 25-point lead. So continuing to play from behind was MSE, but seeming to say we don't care, being the definition of a second half squad and winning all 3 maps despite it all. There we go, the spams coming through for Red Hand as the celebration has begun. MSE comes ahead with the win today. Good play to you guys. Let me check up before I lose you all what else I got going on here today. And the next game will be coming around at 10 Eastern. It'll be the Rebel Call of Duty League with Void Clan versus Dark Lord. So if you guys want a little bit more, you're not quite satiated with only 3 maps, make sure to come and check that one out in a bit. Oh, Leighton, dropping a little bit of the stats for me. Thank you very much. Phire sitting at 10-2 up until this point in the NACAL. They were, because of that, I can only assume the top of their division. That is big for you all, especially with a little bit of the roster roulette that had been happening through these last few games. It seems like you might have found a little something here today. Keep that in mind. I know you said you had a different AR that was not able to make it and you had to sub one in, but whoever that sub was, they're still fighting for a roster spot. I don't think this is quite over just yet. But that is going to be the game for today. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you for all the regulars. I really want to shout out you guys for the continued support. The names that I see every time: Squirrel, Leighton, Red Hand, K-Boo, Yuan. You guys are here seemingly every single stream, and I appreciate it so much. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Kamaka, as well. Glad to see you. Had a little taste of the action we got going over here on this channel. But in recap, 3-0 was the game. Sorry, Kamaka, I just said I got a match at 10 Eastern. Yeah, you gotta... I'm sorry, my man. It is locked down. We can figure out that little bit of co-casting a little later, but for right now, I am locked down for the next couple days. As I was saying, though, gotta block out that right side of the screen and focus on what's right in front of me. As I was saying, thank you everyone for tuning in. Final map count today, 3-0 to MSE as they knock down the Goliath of Phire Gaming. My name, as always, has been Morgan Dunn, and I'll see you all next time.